Good morning. I welcome you all for this meeting of Secretaries, Engineering Chiefs, Chief Engineers during this 73rd annual session of the Indian Roads Conference.
First of all, I will apologize for being a bit late. We had an IRC Executive Committee meeting and then that delayed us, and of course some traffic also. So we'll start the meeting, and I find that probably some more chief engineers will be joining us. And if you permit, maybe we can start with the presentations which are scheduled as the last item. By that time, in the last item we have mentioned one presentation, but we have lined up 3 presentations. First, we will take something. Our Mr. Kaushik Basu of the ministry, he is doing a wonderful job in inspection of the bridges through the mobile bridge inspection unit, and I will request him to give that presentation. The focus is on how to organize these bridge inspections and the way forward. So the initial few slides he'll be skipping just to show the equipment and all that, and then he'll be focusing on the organization of how to organize bridge inspections, annual bridge inspections or periodic bridge inspections, and the way forward. Mr. Kaushik Basu, please.
Thank you, sir. A mobile bridge inspection unit is basically a vehicle-mounted specialized structure where the structure can be launched from the side of a bridge, and it goes underneath the bridge and provides access to officers to inspect all components of a bridge below the deck level. This animation will make it clear. There are basically 2 types, platform types. As you can see, the ladder platform is being launched from the side, then it opens up in a vertical plane, it is rotated in the horizontal plane, it goes underside the bridge deck, and through a telescopic arrangement it can be extended also. There is another boom type MBIU which is shown below. Now, it can be used, the access provided by MBIU can be used for data collection, testing, maintenance like grazing of earrings, removal of vegetation, debris, minor repair. There are 7 MBIUs deployed by the ministry in different states. Out of these 7, 5 states have signed Memorandum of Understanding which lays down the modalities for use of this MBIU. Tamil Nadu being the first, but that's an old MOU. The other 4 states, West Bengal, Odisha, Himachal Pradesh and Assam, have signed a new MOU which enables inspection of even state bridges free of cost. These are the performance data of the MBIU in Odisha. As you can see, in 2011, there was a spurt in performance because the inspection was done in a very planned manner. West Bengal has done fantastically, one of the pioneering states, and you can interesting to see that it has got an equal share of state bridges and NH bridges. These are the data from which we can arrive that the approximate rate of inspection is 300 meters of bridge length per day. It's only the inspection, it translates into 1 meter per minute, 1 meter of bridge length per minute of inspection time. This does not include the equipment operation time. This gives a breakup of the expenditure, the wage component, repair and maintenance, operation, access. This is a summary of the data. I'll not go into the detail, just see the summary at the end, that the unit operation cost comes to rupees 210 only per meter of bridge length. Now, this slide shows the economic analysis where taking into account the investment cost, we get the total operational cost. The total cost of inspection of bridge with MBIU is 265 per meter, whereas by conventional means, it is as much as rupees 5,413 per meter, that too only up to 3.9 meter height. Beyond that, it increases even more. So this is very economical using MBIU. Now, coming to the main focus, how to organize the bridge inspection. First, you have to identify the bridges, considering the accessibility and approachability, that is, the MBI should be able to go into that bridge. The road line, turning radius should be conducive to that. Then the span lines, the carriage width, the cutter depth, these are the parameters which have to be taken into account. Now, if there are restrictions on the sides, like utility lines, as you can see, the MBIU, the platform will not be able to be, you can't launch the platform. I have worked out certain parameters which you need to, using which you can estimate what is the minimum span length that can be inspected with this MBIU. This needs to be worked out beforehand to save time, otherwise it will be only a futile operation, the platform won't go inside. Now, these are those data, I won't go into the details. The interesting part about the successful bridge inspection in Odisha and West Bengal is that we have phased the programs. It has been carried out in different phases, as you can see from the slides. Now, after the bridges are decided, that's identified, then the sequence of inspection has to be decided, taking into account the main criteria is to minimize the travel distance. And then the halt places has to be earmarked. The estimating the time schedule, how many bridges can be inspected in a day, that's the most crucial part of organizing a successful bridge inspection program. Here again, certain parameters need to be determined beforehand. There are bridge parameters, equipment parameters, and general parameters. Based on that, I have given an equation. You can use it to formulate the day-to-day schedule of bridges. This gives the cost analysis, how do you arrive at the overall cost. Now, once the bridge, the day-to-day inspection schedule and the phases are finalized, then you have to mobilize the operation team and the inspection team, set the protocols for documentation, testing, repair, and implement the program and document the findings. If there are emergency situations, flash reports have to be sent, and otherwise in a routine manner the condition survey report has to be prepared and submitted, and then take rehabilitation and repair measures. I have given a time schedule for doing it, basically a 6 months program, April, May and November to February. The 6 months program is for actual inspection. This shows an actual bridge inspection order issued by the West Bengal. On the left-hand side is the deployment order. Then the right-hand side is the first annexure, gives the daily schedule of inspection. The second annexure gives the list, the operational team and the inspection team. And the last one on the right-hand side is the annexure of halt, where even the bungalow bookings are specified. So it has to be a complete package. This is the condition survey report or sample. The list of bridges, this is the map. These are the actual photographs and the data. You can see, without this bridge inspection unit, you won't even get access below the bridge deck. You can't reach it. This is a coordination bridge. I will show you a special case. The advantage of MBIU can be understood from this. Coordination bridge, constructed in 1941 over Tista, 170.9 meter length. It has a high rise of 91.5 meters. I'll just show you a 1 minute video. What is the stand here? The video is not coming. Because nothing makes the unique advantage of this unit here than the video. This is below the deck. You can see the unit, the truck is moving forward and there are personnel standing on the platform. This bridge is having a high rise of 91.5 meters. This platform will go underneath the bridge and it provides access to all points under the bridge rail. Without this unit, it would be almost impossible to even go underneath this Coronation Bridge. This particular shot will make it very clear. This unit was used on the Coronation Bridge in 2010-11 and several damages, distresses were noted, and after which repairs were done, painting was done. The next slide will show a comparison of these two. This gives the comparison. 2010-11, as you can see, even the exact bearings are being shown. One is the ordered one and the other is repaired and greased. India is safe for this inspection. It's simple and safe, it's accurate, it's faster, it is economic. And the success of bridge inspection with MBIU is possible only with the initiative of the higher officials of the figure. I'd like to acknowledge a few, particularly Mr. S. Sengupta and Mr. N.K. Sharkar and V. Kunar of West Bengal and Mr. Pradhan of Odisha. They have been instrumental in making this a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaushik. You know, this bridge inspections, though we say we have most of the states, all the states have some periodic inspection specified by their officers. We are not sure whether the inspections are taking place periodically, and then a systematic approach to the inspections as well as the documentation is not available. So we will request all the states, and then we should do the inspections probably with these MPIUs. Government of India Ministry has given 7 MPIUs. They are with the Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. I understand Tamil Nadu has transferred it to Kerala now. And then West Bengal, Odisha and Assam. And these MPIUs can go to the adjacent states also and take their carry out the inspections with the concerned state officers. Only thing that may be required is to, as he was mentioning, it has to be planned, including their stay arrangements, the officers detailed for this work to move the MPIUs, and the MPIUs what plan also, how much they can cover these days. So maybe in a month's time the states can identify what are the bridges that will be taken up for this inspection with the MPIUs already with them. Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Odisha, Assam and probably Kerala, because Tamil Nadu has transferred it to Kerala. The adjacent states also can plan and then make use of these MPIUs available. In case any doubts, clarifications are required, I will request Mr. Kaushik Basu, who will be our resource person for planning and organizing this, you can get in touch with him and then get the things planned and data collected and documented, and please send us a copy also, hard copy and as well as soft copy. About the MOU, it seems the latest MOU which has been entered into by Government of India with some of the states, latest MOU, permits the MPIU to be used on state bridges also in that state at no cost. So probably if that may be I think our side we should be open in case the states wish to, that the MPIU instead of idling, they will be used on national highways also and state highways also as they traverse that state. I would like to have your views in case And one more thing is, Haryana, it seems, it is not using the MPIU. I would like to know the reason for that also.
We have already requested the Ministry of Transport to transfer to some other state because we don't have that kind of bridges. We are almost requested almost 6 months back, sir.
Okay. You don't have bridges which can be inspected?
Yeah, exactly that. So if anybody wants to have that, may be transferred to some other state.
And then your bridges are getting periodically inspected and documentation?
We are doing, because it's not through that machinery which we need.
Manually it is being done. Documentation is available. Can the documentation be made available to us? We want to have that, centrally, CRRI, IRC and Ministry.
As we have submitted several estimates to Ministry of Transport for sanction of those bridges. Unfortunately, they have not been taken on trial.
The thing is, what we are finding is, as he brought out in that presentation, inspection with MPIU is much cheaper. Okay, but then we will see why the particular machine is not capable of doing the bridges in Haryana, and then we'll have to work on that. Any other state? Any other?
Wherever we find that these bridges are requiring this kind of investigation, are also sanctioned. I think the intention was that we periodically have inspections of the bridges carried out, and we have the data available compiled, which should be available on with periodicity. That's the only intention. So we have the complete data available, and then one can keep on, depending on the prioritized requirement and all, keep on sanctioning this debate. And maybe the next time when the inspection is carried out, we do really see automatically as to what was the repair work was carried out and what is the impact of that over a period of a year or two or so. So if we are carrying out the periodically the inspections, and those inspection reports are available, those reports would also help, in fact, in expeditious sanction of the estimates. So it's a combined overall effort. MPIU is only a tool through which we can really get a good inspection done, which for the bridges, which are otherwise not possible to do. So wherever the bridges can be inspected otherwise and they are getting inspected, it's perfectly fine. I think it's a question of getting the entire national highway inspected, all the bridges, putting all the data at one place and coming up with the report. That's the invitation.
Maheshji, I request you to give the details of your bridges in Haryana to Mr. Kaushik Basu. You can give it directly or to us, so that he will, because he has done it so many bridges, whether it is possible to do with the MPIU, and then if it is required. Yesterday I was discussing with him. He was mentioning that some of the bridges it is not possible because the platform has to rotate and go inside. So, but then there can be some arrangement. We can take it up with the manufacturers. It comes there, opens up, and then comes inside the span. So probably we look into that, why the machine supplied to Haryana is not able to inspect those bridges.
I'll explain, sir. I'll explain to your query, sir. Prior to you, the issue has been discussed with the three directors generals of Ministry of Transport. We have discussed at length, and then it was decided to transfer this machinery only because of the reason. Yeah.
I'm not saying that you don't want the machine will transfer. Absolutely no problem. But at the same time, whichever state is using it, in case the adjacent state wants to get it done for the national highways as well as the state roads, we will consider it. Mr. Joss wants to.
The two MPIs are there, one in Himachal Pradesh, another is in Haryana. Haryana government has a written ministry to transfer to other states. In Patna session it was decided, Yuki, PW, they were interested in taking that machine, but ultimately they refused. So my submission is that one machine, because Haryana has already requested, this machine should be transferred to either Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh or Kerala itself, and that old machine should be disposed of, declaring as beyond economical repair. this decision may kindly be taken, and the southern states may be requested who are interested in getting the machine and this to be inspected. It has to be decided right now.
Now, this latest missions and the latest MOUs may be a win-win situation for the state also. The state's bridges also can be inspected without any higher charges. That is the MOU, I am told, no? MOU, Government of India has agreed to. So which state wants to have it? Would Tamil Nadu like to have it, as Mr. Das mentioned? Mr. Rajamani is here.
Sir.
Would you like to have the latest mission? The old mission you are transferred to Kerala. Now there is a latest mission which is available in Haryana. Whether you will have it because you are already having that RATMS and then that equipment, Ramdas you are running, 2 Ramdas. So would you like to develop on that, and then probably we can think of a highway resuscitation coming up in a very big way for conducting testing for maybe not the entire country, at least the region.
Yes, sir. If you provide supply, you want to supply the new machine, sir?
Yeah, a new mission and a new MOU. The old MOU with the Tamil Nadu government was that only national highways, bridges and the bridges on state highways to be on higher charge basis. Now the new MOU says you can use it for the state road bridges also, and then we will develop on it. You know, somehow the costly machines which have been imported, they are not being used properly. The cost of inspection, as very rightly pointed out by Mr. Kaushik Basu, is that it is much cheaper. How much times?
1/20th of the
1/20th the cost of the manual inspection, and it is faster also, as he brought out. So only thing it is required is we try to work out the modalities, how it can be done, whether it's stopping and other things. And I think highway resuscitation, I have recently visited highway resuscitation, and I think highway resuscitation has the capabilities of handling it. Originally HRS was handling it, or whatever zone you would like to design, they can handle it with some active support from HRS. HRS can be for maintaining the database also.
Yes, sir, we are accepting, sir. HRS will take.
Very good. You have one more mission? What new mission?
New machine. We are not using.
Anybody from Himachal, Hill State? Anybody from Himachal? The Coronation Bridge, what he had shown, see the beauty of that bridge and beauty of that machine, how they had done it.
Sir, in West Bengal, in 30 working days, we have inspected 70 bridges, totaling 10,000 meters of bridge length. It's not possible to do that manually.
The question is, would you like to have it in machine or Guwahati? You know, you are having a ceiling.
You have completed one revision of previous Ravanami. That is successful done by the
You know, this is a chance which states will not get it. We are not going to import any more missions. And this is one of the latest missions. One mission is available, which Himachal doesn't want for some reason. If Guwahati wants, you can use it for the entire northeast. Okay, second mission goes to Guwahati.
Already machine is there, sir. So there is no need.
Assam is there, but then
Excuse me, sir. I am from Mizoram, and well, Assam is inspecting Kachar area, and in Kachar area there are some aging bridges over the Barak rivers, and they can come to Mizoram, extended to Mizoram.
Absolutely no problem. That is what I said. Adjacent states. If no other state is requiring anybody from Karnataka, Karnataka chief minister had to leave.
Not in Arunachal Pradesh, because we have to develop the
Arunachal Pradesh.
We have got a very big area.
Sir, I have a
SRTP scheme is there.
Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal.
Very good. I think you'll be able to handle it, and then okay, Arunachal. Let it be transferred to Arunachal. And now the basic issue is not having the MBIU. The basic issue is to have the bridges inspected and the inspection documentation to be made available in hard copy and soft copy. Can we say, even if the MBIU is not available with you, we are supposed to do it. So when can you give me the one complete survey done by your officers, and then give us the data? There is IRC performer or when can you give us? Say 3 months time? When this season is, you can get it done, or you want to have another 3 months, 6 months time, because this is working season and all that. Can we say before the midterm council meeting, at the midterm council meeting, all the states will make available the bridge data. Can we do that?
It's okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then there is another presentation, and Mr. Rajiv Singh will be giving it. You know, the monitoring of the data. He has come up with a novel solution which doesn't require a costly software and all that, based on Google Drive. Anybody, I was watching, my Jaipur Oro was correcting his data. Sitting in Delhi, I could see that. Each word type, I could see it from Delhi as it is typed.
Sir, for Tripura, I have some queries on brief. Though NS44, Assam border to Bangladesh Sabrum border, 330 kilometers, maintained by BL. All the bridges over NS44 was constructed about 40-50 years back. So immediate, thorough, physical inspection by applying machinery equipment is needed. As you are telling, before the next mid-council session, all states are in a position to submit the data. I do not know. So BRO has to be emphasized on those activities so that they can make the data available before the mid-session at Guwahati. And my concern is that Tripura is only having the one lifeline, NH44, connecting Assam with the rest of the country. Once a bridge is collapsed, entire state will be in a jeopardized position. Which happened in 2008, one bridge had collapsed at Sunisara, bordering Assam and Tripura. So it gave a lot of trouble, right from security movement, food grain and whatnot. So I think BRO may be instructed or requested. So that all the bridges.
It is a very good suggestion.
Yes.
And
or any alternative mechanism is available with the ministry, that can also apply to get the things expedited.
Tripura is in your jurisdiction. No? Okay. Okay. Coordinate with them and coordinate with Guwahati MBIU. If you can spare it, they feel that it is very crucial for them that the bridges are maintained. So can you organize? Who is in Guwahati? Get it done. Okay, thank you. And then the next presentation is Mr. Rajiv Singh.
Good morning, PGRD, ADG, Ministry Chief Engineers, Secretaries, Engineer-in-Chief, and Chief Engineer from state governments, and other officers. I am going to make a brief presentation on use of Google Drive for online monitoring. Information technology has advanced like anything in last couple of years, and we must make use of that for...
Rajesh, sorry for interruption. Please try to hurry up because there is a council meeting also. We are time bound. Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Company-
I will try to finish fast. Just to understand Google Drive, first we have to know the concept of storage. There are three types of storage: static, mobile, and online. Static and mobile, everybody knows. Online, that is new concept, that is cloud storage. The main thing in cloud storage is data is not stored in your device. It is stored at the remote server provided by the third party. And it can be accessed only through internet. There are many service providers for cloud storage, but mainly there are three: Google Drive, Dropbox, and Microsoft SkyDrive. We will discuss only about Google Drive because it has advantages over others. The very distinguished advantage of cloud storage is you don't have to synchronize your data in all of your devices one by one. If I am using a computer, mobile, laptop or tablets, once I update my data, it is automatically synchronized to all the devices. And another thing is it can be accessed from anywhere. You don't have to be on your desktop to access that. Now we come to Google Drive. Google Drive supports wide range of files, all kind of files, not only Microsoft Office files we used to deal normally. Other than that, images, video, even archive, zip files, etc. And all the files you can open in web browser itself. You don't require any desktop application to open that file. And 5 GB in Google Drive, 5 GB data storage is free. That I think that is more than sufficient. Normal document file is 50 to 100 KB. If even we take average of 100 KB, we can save 5,000 document file at one place. Even it can be used to share large size of files in like Gmail or in other any email. We have limit of 25 MB per attachment. Here we can share a file of 2 GB, single file of 2 GB. A file can be shared up to 200 people, and at the same time 50 people can edit at the same time. The same file, out of 200 people, 50 can edit. Like in just to get the information, we used to email to state periodically, then they get the information from their concerned field unit. That is a very long procedure. That even if we are using email, that requires to and fro motion. First we have to email all the persons, then they will submit their information, and after that you have to compile it. And this Google Drive that bypasses that procedure itself, because all the data is at one place only, and they can update there itself, and all the people, all the concerned, they can access. It is everybody know to use Google Drive. Of course, we should have good internet connection, broadband, and if you want to use in mobile, 3G is preferable. Gmail account is mandatory, and for using at mobile or tablet, Google Drive application that is available. Just I want to show live demo of this. Ministry actually we have just started using to see the allocation, expenditure, and updated position of black spots, etc.
You know, I can see the latest December report on my cell phone. I think probably he will be showing that. Entire country, all state, all ROs, whatever they update, it is there on my cell phone. And if somebody is updating now, I will get it now.
like I have logged into my this Gmail ID. On top of the line you can see that drive is there. From right side, third one, you go to drive. And left side like my drive, that all the files and folders that are stored in my drive. Like you can see, the font size is very small. It will not be visible for. Like I have made folders of this IRC code, ministry circular, NS17 photos. I have taken, I have uploaded some photos of national highways also. Review of NH works and this RO report final which we are using in ministry. Is it visible to all? This like it contains sanction of estimates under NHO, PR, allocation, expenditure and black spots. And all the data in this is being updated by respective ROs. Every month they used to update it, and it can be accessed by all the people whom which this file has been shared with.
I am showing this on my cell phone itself and getting it photographed.
And if it is visible, I can show just demo if I want to change any value, if I want to update any value from mobile itself, I can change it right now. If time is there, I can do it.
Not required, but then I have seen it, and maybe you can start using it. Go ahead with your presentation.
There are two options. You can create your own file in Google Drive, or either you can upload existing file. Like one red button is there, create. If you create that kind of document presentation, spreadsheet and many other documents are there, you can select whatever you want to create. And similarly, you can upload file or folder. But to upload any file, you have to ensure that you have to convert it to the Google Doc. Otherwise, it won't be editable by anybody. Further, I am taking this like ministry file. Further, if you want to share, you have to go to right side. Share button is there. You can share up to 200 people. Like we have shared among all 18 ROs, some chief engineers and DG. We can add people. One side add people is there. We can add email ID of the people to whom we want to share the file. After that, there are two options. Either you can give view right or edit right. There are two options. Only the persons who have been given edit right, they can only edit. Otherwise they can view only. Another thing is we can protect cells also. We can protect cells also to some respective person. Like in our sheet, we have given editing right to respective ROs for their states only. Like Andhra Pradesh, this can be edited by RO Hyderabad only. Nobody can edit it. That kind of thing is also there. Because the time is not there, that I cannot show now. the practical part is very lengthy. Now I come to the point, but how we can use it. I think state-wise, one Gmail ID can be created by chief engineer, and that can be shared among division executive engineers, superintending engineers of the state, along with respective project chief engineer and planning and DG, ADG, etc. And after that, all the information we require day-to-day basis, we can evolve such kind of performance when we can put there. And chief engineer of the state PWD, he can issue the direction. Every executive engineer, he has to update the information fortnightly, monthly, or like that. And whatever information is there, they have to update it. Like review papers where ministry is doing quarterly review, that performa is also there. You can directly upload that performa and start updating every month, not quarterly, every month it can be updated. Even like parliament question or day-to-day details like NH lane details, bridges, dilapidated condition, bridges details, level crossing, and all kind of performa we are submitting, like information we are submitting to PMO, Cabinet Secretary, Planning Commission. All that, those can be uploaded to Google Drive, and state PWD, they can directly update there. We will save a lot of time. And for project also, all the projects before execution, during execution, after execution, photographs and videos can also be uploaded. And anybody, project chief engineer or any ministry officer, we can see what is the position of the road. That kind of thing is also possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajiji. You know, one issue will be whether, when he was developing it, the issue is whether there is any security issue. But then whatever we are doing, it is actual facts. These sanctioned works, their progress and all that, we are transparent. And anything, when we put it on the cloud, say Google Drive, should not be an issue. Now, the question is, can we take it down? Mahesh Kumarji is one of the persons who has so much interest in IT and all that. Always he carries his iPad around, and he was motivating me also. So there may be others also who are interested, but this is a simple measure. Maybe initially it is a bit difficult to understand how he gives the right permissions to each RO, or in your case to each division engineer or executive engineer. But then he is available. He is available to any state, your IT beings, to handhold or to discuss. He'll be our resource person. We are identifying some resource persons from ministry and other states who can handle, who can take forward whatever they have developed. So I would request all state chief engineers, as he said, first step may be to create a Gmail ID at this, for this chief engineer, and then for each executive engineer and superintendent engineers. Maybe the chief engineers will have to give a direction in this regard, and then direct your executive engineers to update every month, say before 5th of the next month. If they update using the Gmail IDs, using the right permissions given by the chief engineer's Gmail ID in the program, and then the superintendent engineer, anybody can see those things. He said 200 persons can view it, including ministry's officers. Can we decide to have it? Or if you have any issues, any other issues?
Sir, definitely it is possible. And in future, the ministry may like to see the live photographs also, and that also can be said. So the space available, maybe 5 GB will be too less. So this space has to be procured in a large scale.
Yeah, that is what Mr. R.K. Pandey is mentioning. The ministry can pay for it. Whatever is extra GB is required. Is it possible?
Yes, sir. We can purchase any kind, any storage, like 24, 25 GB, $5 is the rate per month. That means like 300 rupees per month to take 25 GB. And we can take even 100 GB, 1000 GB. There is no limit. And charges are reasonable.
We will take it. We should go cloud-based systems. And can we decide that the directions, Gmail IDs will be open and the directions will be given to the executive engineers or division engineers?
Yeah, this is good suggestion, and I appreciate the ministry's.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. And it is a presidential direction.
It should be continued. Only one point I want to add that earlier 10 years data, if it is to be uploaded on this website, so it will be also be helpful.
Let us start with, as he said, critical work-wise review format, and then build on it, including photographs and others. By the time we'll get more GBs. Can we say within a month this, because it is within your powers, can you issue the directions within a month in a copy to us, so that it will motivate everybody, copy to IRC also?
I thought I'd just add one thing over here. To move this forward, I think let one officer in each of the genius offices who will get in touch with our body, and to start with, maybe one single format on one issue, or one because what is something can evolve, which is what you do in consultation with our mobile, which could be made available to everyone. So we will see how to upgrade or give more information or rather and expand it. But let's start off, figure it out with one item, with some single thing, and one officer from each of the GP officer or chief engineer's office, if he is designated, who should get in touch with RO, so that these activities of OPH will come, thereafter what next is done and figure out. And I think within enough time we can figure it out.
I think that's a good suggestion. And so we decide that the the Gmail IDs will be open, and the direction from individual state chief engineers for their executive engineers to update every month before 5th on the format, for which format preferably critical workers review, so that every state follows the same thing, which will be decided by the designated officer. One officer will be designated by the chief engineer, who will interact with Rajiv Singh as necessary and get the things done. Can we say within a month? Thank you.
Yeah, but that instead of 5th, we can consider 10th of every month. 10th of every month.
Done. 10th of every month. Next item. When we are talking about resource persons, Government of Tamil Nadu has developed a RADMS. Ministry is also in various forums. We are saying that RADMS is a very good platform. We can develop it. It is World Bank funded, developed with World Bank funding. And their side, I think, I had seen that they had a stall. IBS Department of Government of Tamil Nadu. One Mr. Kumar was there, and probably if the state says he will be the resource person or somebody else will be the resource person, he is with the DG's office. Mr. Rajamani is here. Somebody, he can be the resource person for RADMS, all state chief engineers. The person who they nominate as a designated officer to interact on IT monitoring with Mr. Rajiv Singh, the same person can interact for RADMS also, take it forward.
Yes,
Mr. Rajamani.
Kumar is present.
Mr. Kumar.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Kumar, I am putting as the resource person for RADMS, and I will request the designated person of each chief engineer will have directions from the concerned chief engineer that he will interact for RADMS also. Let us see how best we can adapt and adopt the RADMS in your state also. And there is International Road Federation also that developed some software and handheld devices. You may also think of those things in case in our fight against the road accidents, we will have to get the resource persons from so many states, organizations, NGOs. We go for the third and last presentation by Mr. Pathak. Mr. Pathak.
I'm A.P. Pathak, Chief of Bridges in the Ministry.
5 minutes, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning, friends. In your folder, we have just provided a draft guidelines for movement of heavy and over dimensions consignment on national highways. Just kindly take it out, those draft guidelines from each of the, I request all the chief engineers to kindly just take it out there. As exponential growth in the infrastructure sector in the general and the power sector in particular has led to construction of thermal, hydro, nuclear power plants in different landlocked parts of the country in the recent part. This has led to significant increase in frequency of heavy and over-dimensional consignment being transported by road. Nowadays, as per the international practice, these all heavy dimension vehicles, heavy dimension consignment or over dimension consignments are being transported through these multi-axle hydraulic trailers. It is sort of a motor drive. They can increase by adding axles, and they can increase the different. They can increase to the different number of axles can be added, and it functions like this. And whenever it is compared to the original conventional mechanical drive, whenever there is inclined surface is there, they adjust itself that the load on each axle becomes at the moment it is 18 tons per axles as per the international design, and which has been used in India by hydraulic trailer associations and people. As per the Central Motor Vehicle Act 1989, presently the permissible RW, that is your registered loading weight, is allowed only 49 tons. When unladen weight is 17 tons, so we can carry only 32 tons above as per the existing Central Motor Vehicle Act. But because of this heavy consignment and other things, the Ministry of Road Transport Highway through this road transport wing, for each and every consignment they issue the notification for each and every trailers with the certain 16 conditions. These are the conditions. Operation of the trailer has to be done police frankly. Road restriction of the various roads stipulated by the PWD local authority. NHA will be observed and permission of such authorities will be obtained every time the vehicle are on the road. The vehicle should display all the danger flags, coupling of the trailers along with the sides. These are the 16 conditions by which these trailers are registered and they are allowed to pass over the highways. The program of the movement of the trailer should be intimated at least 10 days in advance. The trailers shall be registered individually and not as a combination. If so directed by the PWD of the state, NHA, the loaded vehicle will not be allowed to pass over the bridges on the roads in the state obliquity, and in such cases application will have to make their own arrangements to cross the river or nala. They would need to obtain permission each and every time before moving on a particular route. According to this, 16 conditions are there. By this way, they are allowed to cross any bridge or any national highways. So what are the problem being faced by this hydraulic trailer association? Due to the 16 stringent conditions, the owner of MHT needs to obtain permission from NH authorities. NH, with having the largest and widespread network of roads in our country, more than 98% of the movement of the MHT is on the national highway. There is delay in granting the permission due to the non-availability of guidelines for movement of MHT on the national highways. This has resulted in delay in movement of MHT carrying equipments or projects having national importance. Sometimes this delay is in months, resulting in huge national loss. Also due to the absence of guidelines, the concessionaires of the national highways misinterpret these 16 conditions and further delay the movement. The above problem aggravated so much that the owners of the MHT, represented by the Hydraulic Trailers Association, seeing the nature and the criticality of the problem, represented to the concerned authority to our ministry. The delay also resulted in our country's national Navratras companies as the BHL representing the ministry. The background was that this STO represented to the Honorable Minister.
Yeah, one more minute.
Okay. They have represented to us, and then accordingly the ministry has directed to form a consortium of the 4 consultants to analyze the bridges on the national highways. So accordingly 4 consultants were appointed, the tender consultants BSA, and they are termed as a TBEG. These consultants have gone through all those type of bridges, and they have given certain only simply supported type of bridges. Accordingly, a meeting was also organized by the ministry under the chairmanship of ADG as well as the secretary, and there was also a meeting was organized by the NHI. This is the type of bridges. This sort of simple basic concept of the bridge, and finally they have taken in the analysis this type of the bridges. This is PSC, RCC girders and deck slab like this. The RCC solid slab, RCC voided slab, the PSC girder type of the steel concrete composite deck with the eye girders, then precast segmented box girders, then masonry arch bridges. These are the bridges has been identified, has been analyzed in this. The report is in 2 volumes. Volume 1 has 6 chapters and the executive summary. 5th report is given the assumption and recommendation of the volume 2 with annexures are supporting calculations based on the recommendation are given. The silent feature of the studies. They have analyzed for spans of 5 to 50 meter as 5 meter intervals. Form and type of the support is 12 types. Width of the carriageway 5 types. Analysis longitudinal, transverse, spatial analysis for masonry and arch bridges. Loading 13 ST type of loadings and 3 IRC loadings. These are the types of the bridges they have identified. Types of the superstructure they have identified. Masonry arch, RCC solid slab, RCC girder type, cast in situ, PHC box girder, precast, and different spans they have taken for their analysis. And this is the one type of the carriageway having the 2 lanes, and they have also said that it is also as per the guidelines, if the movement has to be done as close as to the center line of the bridge, at maximum 300 mm eccentricity is allowed from the center line of the bridge. This is another type of the, suppose if it is a discontinued 2-lane carriageway with structural discontinuity, then that movement of this consignment should be as close as to the center of the 2-lane. This is the second type of the, with having superstructure, 3-lane superstructure. This type 3 type of structure. And these are the type of loadings they have taken. This ST1 is 4-axle loading having the maximum 72 tons. ST2 is 6 axles, 108 tons. ST3 is 8 axles, 144 tons. Accordingly, they have analyzed up to ST13, that is having 16 axles, up to 576 ton maximum gross vehicle weight. And the 3 IRC loadings they have taken, class A ISO loading, the 70R and class AA. These are the loads for which all the highway bridges are supposed to have been designed, our IRCs. This design is broadly based on the provision of SB 37, 2010. Additional margin kept by introducing a reduction factor to account for aging of the structures. Whatever the structures are there, because some structures are the new, some structures old, but depending on the age factors, they have taken an aging factor also. Age factor is taken as 0.7 for the arch bridges, 1 for the precast segmented decks, and 0.9 for the all other types of the structures. And as for the IRC SP 37, for movement of heavy consignments, there is a clause is given. The superstructure design should be checked with load travelling at center with minimum eccentricity of 0.3 meter. The permissible overstays on dead load plus live load combination can be taken as 33% in RCC bridges. For pre-stressed superstructures, tensile stresses should not lead to crack with more than 0.3 mm for structures having non-tensile reinforcement at all sections. For segmentally constructed bridges, without reinforcement across joints, tension should not exceed beyond 2/3 modulus of rupture for segments with epoxy joints and no tension for dry joints. So, as per here, it is given 33% for RCC bridges, and for the pre-stressed superstructure, it is given 0.3 mm. So, in this design, this analysis, they have taken more conservative way, and they have taken only 0.2 mm cracks as per this, and 33% as a permissible overstays is what I have given in the SP 37. An analysis of various spans ranges, various widths and various loadings carried out using the StatPro software. And what is the exclusion from this analysis? These are items are excluded from the scope of the exclusion from the scope of the study. The continuous bridges have not been taken. Cantilever bridges, curved bridges, skew bridges with the skew angles greater than 20 degrees, transversely bridges, box cutters type superstructures, timber bridges, cable stayed bridges, extra door bridges, suspension bridges, and truss bridges. These are not a part of the study. Like this, curved continuous bridges, like this, cantilever bridges, skewed, transversely, timber bridges, cable stayed. Limitation of the study. What is the limitation of overweight consignment of the configuration? Other than those 13 ST loads are excluded from the study. Study report is applicable only for simply supported structures. It is only for simply supported structures. Report is not applicable for bridges designed with the limit states approach code, which has already been published in November 2011. Deficient bridges which are rated below the critical design IRC loading. Bridge is in good condition. What are the assumptions they have taken while analyzing these things? Bridge is in the good condition and capable of carrying the present IRC loads. A condition survey of the bridge has been carried out by persons having appropriate qualification, skill, experience. No other vehicle will fly when the ST loads are passing the bridge. ST load will pass through the center of the bridge with the maximum eccentricity of 300 mm from center of the carriageway in case of carriageway with the structural discontinuity. For double carriageway without structural discontinuity, it should pass through as close as to the center as possible. Like this they have mentioned here. Action of seismic, floods, winds do not exist at the time of passage of the vehicle. Wind speed during passage shall be restricted to 40 km per hour. Based on this, they have given the different charts for each type of spans and each type of the simply supported bridge structures. And they have given like this for like one side they have given the carriageway type 1, carriage 2, 3, like that they have given on the x-axis, and the y-axis they were given the different types of the bridges and the different types of the spans. And these notes they have given how it is applicable. The above conditions are for bridges having deck slab without any transverse bridge spacing. The OWC can safely be permitted over all types of the culverts having span less than 6 meters. The above conclusions are based on the conditions assumptions given separately. Wherever reduced GW is marked in red in the chart, corresponding reduced axle load can be calculated by the formula RAL is equal to RCVW minus 5/6. Where RL is the reduced axle load, RGVW is the reduced gross vehicle weight in tons. The transporter shall take permission from the concerned regulatory agencies before taking the ST load over the bridges. In case of structures marked to carry RGW for intermittent spans length, the value of the GW of lower of the two adjacent spans have to be taken. What they have taken here, they have given in this chart for different types of the carriageway and the different bridges having the different spans. They have given some green boxes. Where the green box is there, it means that they have analyzed that this type of loading, they have given different type of charts, like C1 chart, C2 chart, for this type of ST1, this is ST type 1 loading, this is type 2 loading. Accordingly, this is type 3, type 4. So what they have given this type of loadings and they have given this different charts. And they have shown that it is like C1 chart for this type of ST1 loading. And all the green boxes are coming. It means so that if this type of loading is allowed to pass through the bridges having this type of carriageway and this type of the spans of different types of bridges. And wherever there is a red mark is there, it shows that, and there is a figure written in that red mark. Here, like in case of this one, 131.
Please conclude.
Sir, 1 minute. 131 ton is there. You can say that this type of BSC precast segmental box gutter type bridge with the dry joint having 35 meter of span length, and if it is a type ST1 or ST2, whatever type of the loading is there or analyzed for that, it means here with this type, only 131 ton is allowed. We cannot go beyond that. So accordingly, he has to go to some other type of, we can put some more axles and then can distribute the load accordingly and pass to the bridges, and after that you can take out that axle. Accordingly, the chart has been given in all these guidelines. We have prepared a guideline.
I think the draft policy circular has been circulated to all of you. Please go through that. Most of the things he has covered. So kindly go through that, and maybe we have you take about a week's time in case you have any suggestions, modifications to be taken into account, or if you want any clarifications, you can get in touch with Mr. Pathak, and then in case no comments are received within a week, we'll take it that yes, this is agreeable. We'll have to move forward with this, and then this policy circular will be issued by the ministry. Thank you, Mr. Pathak. And we will now come to the agenda items. We are already behind schedule. We are already into the tea time, in our tea time. And the next meeting is to start at 11 o'clock in the same hall, council meeting. So we have 11:30. Okay. We have time for within about half an hour. We have to rush through the scheduled agenda. One thing I would like to announce: Ministry of Textiles supported one. They have to come and then they will participate, and then they will identify what are the things they can take forward. Geotextiles. When is it? It is on 5th and 6th of February. The idea is we have to find some materials and some other ways of constructing to conserve the natural aggregates. And then whether it can be slope treatment, it can be rainwater harvesting, it can be even pavement layers, geotextiles. So please identify a team. That team will be the pilot team for the Indian Roads Congress, and they will do whatever they feel like with assistance from IRC and other experts from textiles industry. And then the pilot projects will throw whatever is required for improving our specifications. We come to the agenda items. If you can send all the state chief engineers, we can send a team of 3, one from chief engineer's office, one from the executive engineer's office, and the contractor side. In case some work is going on, we will rope them in also. The team also, because the team has to take the lead. Please send the names within a week to me personally. Personal request. We have to do that, something to change the way we are doing things with the conventional materials. Please come to the agenda items. Item number 1, confirmation of the last minutes. No comments have been received. If you permit, we take it as approved. Item number, and the action taken is given, and some of them are figuring in this details are given there also. So we go to the item number 3, if you permit.
Yes, sir.
Item number 2, follow-up action. It is already there.
There are 2 issues, sir. One is annual plan has been dedicated for the repair of bridges under annual plan 2012-13. I think we need to carry forward to 2013-14 also, because much of the work has not been done this year, sir.
Yes, please. I will request all the state chief engineers to start finalizing your annual plan. What is the date? So if you can send it to us quickly.
We approve to carry forward to 2013-14, sir.
Please carry on, and please send us your next year's annual plan proposals. Maybe if you can send it in 2 weeks' time, it will be really helpful.
But many of our bridges estimates are still lying. That's why I intend to say that we carry through that.
Please carry it over to next in case it is you feel that these estimates will not get sanctioned.
The only thing I wanted to add here is that whatever not sanctioned, they will definitely go to the next year. But let's plan for the other which are required to be done, and let's make them available and get it prepared by 15th of this month itself.
Sir, we have submitted whatever the bridges are there, we have submitted the list of the bridges up to the 2015. So if any confirmation from the ministry will be given, then according to the estimate will be going to be prepared.
Right. In fact, let me, there was a circular which was issued by Chief Engineer, which is Road Bridges Standards. See, we have requested over there that whatever the bridges that we want to do over the next 3 years and all, because whatever the balance, let's figure them out. We can prioritize them, and year on year we can take them, and so that the requirement of doing the feasibility studies or carrying out all of the things can be done in advance. So once the technical details are ready, the next year we can, in the start of the year, we can sanction them. To facilitate this process only, this was required. But the issue mentioned was including the rehabilitation, repair, etc. So which is in any case an ongoing process. But let's try and finish them off within say 15th of January. Okay.
I'll update you.
Let us, Mr. Mahesh, individual states programs, yes.
No problem. We don't have any other opportunity, sir. To update the House, Gujarat said they have submitted the list, Haryana says we have submitted the estimates. That's all.
We will sort it out.
We will testify that. Estimates are right here.
Our estimates are there, but we have reached up for the 15 also.
No, हमने तो estimate ही दे दिए सर. We have only 50 kilometers. It is 250 बचे, उससे bridges ही 3 बचते हैं. So we have submitted the estimate, they will estimate.
It is, we'll speed it up. One problem that we have is a shortage of officers. What Mr. Pathak is telling us, his zone has to be strengthened. We are taking into account. Maybe we'll go for more of software based, and then we'll try to sort out this issue. We'll come with
One more small point, sir. It's a NSDP phase 4 through PWD. We have MS21A for last 7 years. It has to come on BOT. I have already requested at multiple levels to expedite that. Himachal Pradesh is handling that. I have requested Mr. Parakkar, I have requested yourself, sir. If that BOT project could be expedited through Himachal, because there is a lot of traffic congestion on that.
NSDP 4.
NSDP phase 4, sir, Pinjot, Badi, Himachal is handling for last 7 years. May kindly expedite, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, is there somebody from Himachal Pradesh here? Is there somebody from Himachal Pradesh? That's probably the problem. You know,
Sir, please direct RO for me to deal that.
Sir, we want that principal approval of the bridges to be taken up in the next year. Whichever the list we have submitted. Okay.
That is what, the bridge inspections, will also help in that. That is what the Pathak keeps telling me. Next item 3. It is on NHIAP, the requirements of LEA and other things, shifting of utilities. It is already listed in this thing. One thing in the para of Sapara 3.4 what is mentioned is status of constitution of the committees. Committees headed by senior officer of revenue department at state level and district magistrate at district level to monitor NHIP. This is a World Bank funded project, and the status has to be, in case you have it, please give it or please send it to us within a week. This is very, very important, because under the present scenario, this World Bank funded NHIP is going to be one of our works programs, implementable works program. So we say that within 1 week, if you agree. Okay, we go to the next item.
NHIP World Bank funded project, these are only in these 5 states: Bihar, Karnataka, Odisha, Rajasthan and West Bengal. In fact, I have to personally pursue and talk to at different levels to get things done in this postings. The intention is that we are able to do all our pre-construction activities in time, otherwise we will be lagging behind and we will start getting huge pressure from the World Bank as also DEA. In fact, we have already got the PIB clearances for the project. The project would be going for the cabinet approval shortly. In fact, it is already submitted for the approval. It is already cleared by the minister, and I think our requirement will be that we should have all these pre-construction activities cleared very fast. In fact, I have to personally talk to the people even to get 3 small A draft. So kindly get it done fast. Okay.
We come to the next item on the agenda, item 4. It was decided in the last meeting that 1% of the agent's charges can be considered for leaving into the C national waste for providing for utilizing it for project preparation, etc. Now, we are asked for comments and not many responses. The majority view is that 1% from various charges will be at the disposal of the chief international highways of the concerned state for appropriate use. If you agree, we confirm, we issue the policy circular accordingly. Item 5, tentative deadlines for providing research and test, REST, research and test features along national ways. You know, to encourage new material, emerging materials, we issued a policy circular saying that the NHDP project, mega projects can allow 2 kilometers, and if necessary, the cost can be, the cost of repairing any can also be met from contingencies. But still, nobody is taking up. IRC has come up with accreditation committee. They have accredited number of materials. Even then, the concessioners are not comfortable enough. So what we thought was about 300 meters. The policy circulars are with you. Please identify the reaches. We'll try with the new materials, and later on we'll convert it into bus stops and liquor bus stops and with the toilet facilities and all that. It will improve road safety also. It is, if you can identify reaches, we'll try to fund it if necessary through R&D also. We can have that. Otherwise, you can use your 10% road safety funding. Identify reaches, develop them. And if you can identify reaches quickly, this year itself, otherwise in the next year annual plan, we can use them. I will request the state chief engineers to take personal interest in this, because new materials have to be proved in the field so that the concessionaires and contractors have the confidence level. Item 6, removal of black spots. We have tried to use some transverse bar markings as a temporary measure in the identified black spots, and the reports that are coming in are very encouraging. Chennai to Trichy, NHA have reported that after putting it 3 months before and 3 months after, the accidents have come down, number of accidents have come down, severity has come down, the injuries have come down, fatalities are also reduced. And there is a newspaper report near a bridge, they put it completely no accidents thereafter. It has come in Hindu. And then based on those inputs, we have issued a policy circular also, 3, then 2 like that. So kindly, wherever accident spots are there, quickly get it done, necessary from war, because it is not going to cost much. Any life saved, you should feel proud.
Few estimates of Haryana for road safety are like with the ministry for last 7 to 8 months, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I'll explain, sir. Between NHI and Ministry of Transport, there are few projects which are lingering for last 5 to 6 years. We have to make a call by calling a coordination meeting between NHI and Ministry of Transport.
I agree, and especially for road safety.
Yeah.
We will take up with NHI, and whenever the estimates are there, we will take NHI's comments. Suppose they say it is not to be done, I don't think they will say it is not to be done. Suppose as and when the concerned NHA headquarters officer says yes, please, we can go ahead, we will factor it into our project. Let us consider that, especially for road safety. Especially for road safety. We will have a review. You can discuss with me in Delhi. Okay. Then item 7 is the experimental crash barrier crash questions. You have seen the presentations by our officers also. And then this is an attempt. We don't have sufficient funding from our annual plan, even under the 10% reserved money for road safety. So we are just seeing as a pilot project, because so far we are saying that advertisement should not be there on the highways. But now, probably at least for road safety, at least for where we don't have money, we will rope in these private stakeholders. I was having a meeting with the Rotary Governor in Coimbatore. One of your members has funding, people go for morning walks for them to seat, a bench for trustee. He is funding it from his pocket. Many people are coming forward. Only thing, we don't have any policy to guide them and then to funnel their resources what they want to use for public purpose. So we have come up with enabling policies. This is one of the enabling policies. So please identify reachers and please encourage the corporates, either through their corporate social responsibility or through their advertisement funding. And please come up and then give us your feedback 3 months before, 3 months after, what is happening, whether these advertisements are creating more accidents, so that we can give final guidelines. Item 8 is road safety audit. We have identified road safety officers and we are initiating road safety audits also in through our ROS officers. The remaining teams have to be identified and please have your annual plan proposals for next year. Check through your audit teams, safety audit teams. And then please indicate also that will be a great beginning in safety audits. Item number 9, transfer of board markings. This we had already discussed under item 6. Item 10 is recycling technology. We have also decided, as part of last meeting we decided, and then we have brought out a policy circular that 10% of the periodical renewals will be through recycling. Please consider, identify the reachers and send the proposals. 10% will reserve from the PR for recycling only, like 10% for road safety and 10% for bridge maintenance. Item number 11, training of engineers in Indian Academy of Highway Engineers. Many organizations, civil services and even state services, they have a system of regular structured training for their officers at different levels. So this has to be done for everybody, all states, and then the subjects of training can be discussed. You can propose, state chief engineers can propose to IAHE, and then maybe we can decide in this meeting that promotion to the next level will be after clearing the specified course at that level. So please deliberate, please give your views. If you can decide that, we decide the curriculum in consultation with your state, IIT will decide that, conduct the courses jointly with you, and then these refresher courses or whatever we call it, these will be compulsory for before next promotion as it is there in some services. And DOPT sector, that is what I am saying. And then second issue is, it is not only at engineer level, even at the other levels, operator levels, the CPWD contract clauses we have enclosed. Maybe we are thinking of bringing out a policy circular that this type of thing will have to be there in our centrally sponsored and funded projects. Maybe we start seeing that it will be after a particular, say after 1 year or 2 years. Item 12 is on batch mix plants. Already the policy circular has been issued. Yes. Item 12. What we are saying is, this policy circular of October 2011 said batch mix plants will be compulsory from 1/4/2013, except some left-wing extremism areas or northeast, provided it is mentioned so in the technical note with sanction. Anyway, 1st April 2013 is 2 months ahead. So now I am just alerting all state chief engineers that in future it has to be compulsory batch type plants.
That's I want to just add, sir, the financial amount is for batch mix plant. The financial amount is more important.
No, what we are saying is batch type plants are necessary for
But that the work of the any amount that up to the 10 crore, it will be finished within the one month. Then he has to shift that, and costing of the shifting is also more. So that costing of the gas mix plant for various area, it is very difficult for the agency. They are represented to the state government. This amount is minimum is 20 to 25 crore. That is what my suggestion is.
Already in circular it is there that more than 25 crore. What greater than 25 crore is mentioned in circular?
25? First April 2013.
Yes, sir.
First, more than the 25 crore.
More than 25 crore. It is already
Okay. That should be why it should not be kept in the DPR.
So we will ensure that from 1st April 2013, that mix plant is compulsory, and as you said, no DBM BC work will be sanctioned without it. It depends on the temperature which you can maintain. So we'll leave it open. You can decide it. One of the things we decided in the last meeting was about seal. We will come up with a policy circular also about maybe specifically 10% of the OR we have said for sealing, and we will consider how much, say maybe another 10% from PR can be for sealing in case the states are using 10% from OR. Something like that will come up with a policy circular, just not issued so far. We will be coming up with a policy circular, we will issue the policy circular. Item 13 is software ICT platform e-tendering. We are coming to know that some states are Please ensure it is followed standard practices of ministry and NHA are followed for all central and centrally sponsored bodies. I think there is no other items. We have already discussed the long issues. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair.
ಸರ್